This is set number 850779, the LEGO Chima Accessory Pack. This is an exclusive item available through LegoShop.com and available in LEGO stores. Ages 6 and up, 36 pieces, released in 2013, and retails originally for about $12 or $13. Nowadays, you might still be able to find it online on the LEGO shop. It has it reduced to literally, let me pull up the price again, $198. I'm looking at this directly from the receipt that I got when I ordered this, and you can even see it on the website. It's down to $2, which is excellent, excellent, excellent for price reduction. However, it wasn't the most popular item, so it probably explained why the price dropped so much by about almost like 80-90%. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll take a closer look at this pack now. Now, this is a building model. It's not just merchandise, but it does have some main merchandise items in it. But we do get a building structure with this. Not exactly sure what that's supposed to be, but it didn't really explain it too much on the site. It just said you can use it with speedors and that you can spin it. So as far as that goes, it's kind of, I don't know. But we'll take a closer look at it in just a sec. This is the overall surrounding of the package as you get it, because they don't really show it too much on the site with this package, and you probably see it in stores with this little hanger on the top. On the back, you can see how we can fit other weapons on the sides of this building structure. Shows you all the piece count on the bottom. It has all the accessories laid out, and doesn't really explain too much on the outside. So let me just open this up real quick. It's kind of got that kind of packaging you used to get with some of the Ninjago sets. But it has the very, plastic right around everything. So as far as ripping it open, makes it a little bit easier. Like that. There we go. Oop, one got stuck in here. Okay, so I'll just move some of that off to the side. We'll take everything out. You can see how it looks firsthand as I'm taking it out of the package. And let's see if there's anything else underneath in here. Nope. Then we have this little thing. If you wanted to keep that, yeah, I don't think you really need to. Just put it off to the side. So, let's see, what do we got in here? What we could start with are some of the things that don't require any building. We'll do the building for them separately, and we'll include it in part of this review. First thing we have this little score counter, and it has a little piece of plastic on the back of it. I'm not sure exactly what that's for. It might just be more packaging material. But basically, this is a small stand. It has a fold out on the bottom and on the back page. So you can stand it up like this. And what you do with this, you can use this with your Speedors games so that when you, I don't know if this would count for the normal Speedors game, because that one has, you play with the model and you play with the Speedors, and that determines who gets to play the cards first. Then after that, you play the cards, somebody wins chi, whoever wins the most chi wins the game. I think this scoreboard is intended, although it doesn't have to be for this purpose, but I believe it's intended for just playing with the Speedors game itself. Like if you knock over more rocks, or if you jump through the hoops, or something like that. Or if you evade the whirling vines or something. So you got a couple set references there. But this would definitely be a nice little score marker. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try to separate some of these. 4, 5, 6. And that's it. So it could be for both the game with the Speedors themselves or with the card game afterwards. I don't know how to divide them evenly, but basically it could be for one of those two components. The blue side also goes from 1 to 6. If I would just test it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What I like about these, they're nicely detailed, and they show the numbers prominently. And you can probably use that as a scoreboard for like keeping track of chi as people win it. Although they do show you in the instruction booklets that you win chi with 2 chi crystals at a time. So I guess this would be a way to do it if you had 1 chi at a time. Or, like I said, you can use this scoreboard for other activities. On the back, we get to see some of the sticker sheets. These are removable, and you can add these to different selections if you had them for other Chima accessories, or if you put them on your speedors, or something like that. Now they do have 2 extras of each of these. Sorry about the camera move. They do have 2 extras of each of these sticker sheets. For some reason, I guess they just popped out of the back of this little scoreboard, and the back is just kind of plain. So it's a nice little accessory. It doesn't take up too much space. You know, it's nice to have it in a red and blue so you can identify who's on what team a little more easily. But I don't know what the value is. You know, what's it for? What's it supposed to be for? Or can it be used for multiple things, and that was the original intention? I don't know if they still have this product up on Lego.com. You're gonna have to check, because I haven't been able to find it. But if you do find it there, let me know in the comments if it has particulars for what this thing is supposed to be for. Because right now I can't find it. Okay, so the next part that we have is this little lion ripcord. Now this is the same yellow color that we get with every one of the lion related speedor sets, such as Royal Roost, or Jungle Gates, or Chi Battles. And simply we have this little rubber cover that fits on it. On the back it says Lego Legends of Chima, and on the front it has the insignia for the lion tribe. On the inside you can see there's a small hole where you fit this through, and it already comes in the package with it in there, as you saw before. And it just makes your speedor like a little bit easier to hold, so that you can, you know, rip it off a little bit easier than just the plastic piece. It also makes it a little bit more stylish. However, this is the only type that's been produced. There hasn't been one for a crocodile, eagle, wolf. What other tribes are there? You know, they've only made it for the lion tribe, is basically what I'm saying. Now, the problem with this one is, some of you may remember that early in 2013, there was a giveaway at Lego stores and sometimes at Toys R Us, which I've already reviewed. This little pack, which I've already put into a bag, already has some special Chima accessories. And we get the same exact ripcord in both of them. This one is from that pack I just showed you in January 2013, and this one's our new one. Well, they're actually the same exact thing. So, if you already have the first pack, it's not too much of a bonus for you, unless you have 2 people that want to play with them, and they like that sort of accessory. Otherwise, you know, it's another ripcord. You're really not, you know, it's easy to get a ripcord in any of the sets. If you like the color, I guess it's good, but it doesn't really have much value, in my opinion. If you don't have this original pack, which includes some cards and a keychain and that ripcord, then this might be a, you know, if you still want to get this, you could still get it through this pack. Although they probably sell it online on eBay for really cheap. Now the next part of this set, we have this small bag. It has a lot of very unique looking pieces in it. And that's a nice piece, the little donut one. It may be a little bit hard to see, but it's a clear piece, and it has a hole in the middle. We get this little fold-out instruction book, and it has 2 sides. Show you how to build it. On the 18th step, it has it completed and shows you can add different weapons on there. On the front, it also shows you the piece count for the set, so in case you're missing any pieces, you can contact Lego. So what we're going to do now, we're going to switch to the overhead camera, and we're going to build this. Hello everyone, here we are at the overhead camera to build our little spinning thing. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it is from the Chima Accessory pack, as mentioned before. If you're watching this as a separate video, because I might have it just as a regular building video, then you're going to have to see the set review for this to understand how to get this and what it might be used for. But this is set number 850777. This is our little bag that comes inside of the pack. And let's get it opened. This set says it has about 36 pieces to it, but it also might count for some of the other accessories, or it might just count for the actual Lego pieces involved with it. That's not too many pieces to, you know, Won't take too long to build this, but we can see there's a lot of unique pieces in here. Just before we start, you know, we have some nice different colors for some pieces, some of which we might have seen before, some of which, you know, it's just nice to get in this little set. Let's see, we have some of these vine pieces. Always good to get those, especially in that color. We got some of these 4x4 plate round pieces. 2 of those that we get in here. This one's probably the best value of the set if you want to look for new pieces. This one, it comes in a couple different sets, but this is one of the cheaper ways to get it. It's a 4x4 donut shaped piece, as some call it a donut because it has a hole in the middle. And it is in a clear color. Some of these come in different colors. This one is in clear. So we'll open up our instructions as we mentioned before. And there is a look on the back of the steps. Very easy build. And we'll get right to the set. Just move some parts aside, just like we do in other building videos. So I give the space in the middle to build it. I just want to point out right now, these 1x2 pieces, they just feel new to me by the way the hinge is made. I just wanted to point that out. Because they're not like the old versions. I don't have an old version with me right now, but if you look at some of the older sets, this has definitely changed. So I wouldn't consider it a new element entirely. It just seems like a new remake of an element. Just interesting to me. It doesn't have to be interesting to you. There we have our little spinning device. I don't know exactly what this is for, but as I described it in the instructions, which is very brief, and on the back of the box, you can see that it has abilities to hold Chima weapons and any weapons you want on any side. It has 4 different slots, as we saw how the pieces were put together. Got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We also have these little vines that just kind of stick out from the sides. You can move them around to wherever you need them to. They seem to have a good color scheme in relation to some other Chima sets. But in my opinion, I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's supposed to be for. It's really confusing. They also show on the package you could move around this spear in different sides, which could affect how long, you know, the radius of the spinning of it, if you want to be technical. And you know, you got that spinning feature, but what is it for? What do we do with this? It's not like on other, you know, like if you have a game like a Game of Life, you know, that has a spinner with it, but you know, that spins kind of like this. But it makes sense because you're going to use that to determine what side you're choosing. You know, if there's some kind of event or something, or a game like Twister, you have that so that it tells you what foot on what color to use. I know it's funny bringing up these other games, but what is the purpose of it in this game? It doesn't make sense to me. And by the way, if you're watching this as a building video, this isn't part of the review, so I thought I'd just do the review in the right after the building. So, what is it for? I mean, there aren't really... right now, I'm thinking about the speed-or games that are involved with, with Chima, and there doesn't seem to be anywhere it would have this deciding factor. So, what would you use it for? Would this be for, like, the card game, if you couldn't determine, or like the speed-or game, like, if it was, like, a close tie, and then you had this as, like, a tiebreaker, like, whoever it spins to, oh, that's the winner. And that one's not the winner. So, what is up with this? It doesn't really make sense. Although it's a nice collection of pieces to get in a small set, it's... If you paid full price for this, I'm very sorry. And even for the whole pack, I'm very sorry if you paid full price. It's not worth the whole price. Even the price right now is a good price for it. That's what I would pay, and not what I did pay for it. What I also don't like is the fact that this donut piece, is really diminished in this set. I mean, to me, it's the most interesting thing, because it's rare that we get these, and to get them in a small set is really nice, but it doesn't really have much use. It just helps, keep this on a little bit steadier, so that you can use the spinner. Woo. So if you're a Chima fan, I don't know if you really want to get this whole set. We'll get back to the actual set itself, in fact, just to go overall what the value of it is, of all the parts. But if you joined us just for the building video, thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for the review. So, as I look back over everything in this set, all I could think about are questions. I really don't understand the main purposes of all of these accessories. Granted, I didn't read too much of the description of the set, but I did try to read it once or twice to understand it. And first of all, when you do read that description, it does not really explain how the spinner is supposed to be used in the Speed-Or's game. It just says that you could spin it, and that you can put accessories on the side. Well, I'm glad it has a function that you can spin it, but there has to be more to the function than just something to spin, People want to be able to use this with their Speed-Or's game, and having a spinning function is really minimal in terms of what different games you could use this in. It almost barely serves a purpose entirely. And I also have questions about this scoreboard. Again, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about any of these, but according to Lego.com. But it doesn't specify in the set, like in the packaging or anything like that, if it's used for the Speed-Or game, if it's used for the card game. Do you keep track of chi with it? Do you keep track of your wins with it? What's it used for? I do like the thought of having to use it for multiple things, but it's very unclear. I also want to ask questions about the stickers. The stickers that we saw on the back, I mean, usually with a Lego set, they would give you something to put them on. With a Lego merchandise product, they wouldn't normally give you something to put them on. So what do you use the stickers for? As much as you would like to detail your Speed-Or in different ways, what if the stickers don't fit? What if they fit on objects that... I'd hate to say this, but what if they fit on objects that take multiple pieces? And that's one thing I really don't like about some Lego sets. Sometimes you find a Lego piece, or you find a Lego set, and you have to apply stickers onto it. And when you have to apply those stickers, they overlap on pieces. So what happens when you don't want the set built anymore and you just want to use the pieces? Well, that sticker's going to go because it's not going to stick on two pieces. You want to take them apart. You want to use them for other things. Or you feel like, oh, I should keep these together because what if I rebuild it, or if I use the sticker for something with that piece? Now you're stuck with the piece. It's not too bad when it comes to detailed stickers like, I don't know, like I have one here, like number 2. This is okay if it's printed and it sticks on that one piece. I'm not even using that right now for something that needs a race car decal. It's actually hidden in a separate spot. But I've had sets before where they're stuck to more than one piece as far as stickers go, and it's not a pain to take it off or put it on, but it's just like the value of the sticker gets diminished. Of course, you don't want to make it as 2 separate stickers and make it hard to put onto each other, to make it look clear. but you don't want to feel like you feel like you want to keep them attached just to keep them to the piece. And that's why I like about modern Lego sets. They don't have it too much with that problem, so I don't have to complain about that. But with these stickers, I don't know what you have to use them for. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. But personally, I might not even put them on anything, because I don't want to destroy any other objects if the stickers are too big for it. So, there's that. And I do like how they give you a bunch of stickers. I've actually had one time where I got a sticker pack, and it was from Galador, in fact. And I put the stickers on my computer, but when I put them on, they were kind of a pain to take off, and they would rip in different parts, and so you gotta be careful where you put in your stickers, and you gotta make sure you can reuse the object that you put the stickers on. So I guess that's all I can say about the scoreboard. I've already mentioned the building of this thing. I don't know if I can call it an abomination, but certainly like certainly a riddle to me. What is it? Although it does have nice pieces with it, I'll give it that. Especially with the $2 price point, it's nice to get all of this because it's definitely not worth the original price. And I'll put the original price in the description, just so you know what the original value was, and you're just like, come on, I would never buy that for that price. But that's why I buy it now, when it's, pretty much free. Because it's not worth the original price at all. And again, I apologize to those of you. I feel bad for those who did pay full price and were really frustrated with this. Now, the last thing in the set I forgot to mention, but until now, is the ripcord. Now, really, you probably don't need it. It's not too exciting because, again, you get a ripcord in every Speedor set. If you're into Chima, if you're into Speedors, you will get this accessory set, no matter what. Because it has everything that's needed for accessories in relation to Speedors. You're really not going to use it with the play sets with all this. And with this, you're probably not going to use that much. I mean, if you don't have any yellow ones, but you like the color yellow, but you don't like the sets or something, or some kind of combination like that, that would make sense, It would be an easy way to get the yellow one without having to buy a whole nother Speedor. The rubber part, it's okay. I think I've tested it once or twice with the other accessory pack that I have, which, by the way, was free. And had some nice accessories then, but I don't know if you really need two of them. Unless you have, like, 2 kids that want to play with it. That might make sense. What else is there? What was I saying? Oh, as far as using this with the Speedors, it works exactly the same way. I hardly notice a difference. So, is this pack worth it? Not the original price, like I said before. So, it's best to get it on discount while it's still available, if it's still available. So, as far as when this review goes up, I do apologize if it's not, if it's after the set has expired from the LEGO website or from the LEGO stores. But LEGO stores may still have them, but they'll pull them off the website pretty quick. But if it's before then, you could buy this if you want to, because it's only $2. It's not a big waste of money, because it's only $2 and you're getting a bunch of, pretty easy accessories. If you're a Chima fan, you'll probably like this, but you may not. I mean, I'm kind of a Chima fan, and I'm not excited. I'm not too happy about it, but I'm also not completely frustrated with it. I mean, we get some value for, again, the discount price. That's basically all I can really say about it. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you later with some more Chima accessories stuff, merchandise, and blah, blah, blah. And with more set reviews in general. I apologize, this is a long video. But I figure you might want to know everything that I think about this accessory set. Especially after being a long time in production. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.